Well, also, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump said he wanted to rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America in his latest eye-catching plan as he prepares to take office later this month. Along with this, other decisions are on his agenda as well. More in this report.
Apart from not ruling out military action to secure the Panama Canal, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has also threatened to employ economic measures against neighboring Canada in meandering remarks Tuesday that drew firm and frosty responses from the U.S. neighbor. Speaking after Congress certified his election victory, the Republican president-elect gathered reporters at his home in southern Florida to announce a $20 billion Emirati investment in U.S. technology. He announced he was going to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America and threatened the U.S.'s southern neighbor again with massive tariffs if it does not halt illegal border crossings.
Changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory.
The president-elect also described the new name as beautiful and appropriate. He also added that eliminating the artificially drawn US-Canada border would be a boon to national security.
Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada. We don't need anything they have. We don't need their dairy products. We have more than they have. We don't need anything. So why are we losing $200 billion a year and more to protect Canada? And I said that to, as I called him, Governor Trudeau. I said, listen, what would happen if we didn't subsidize you, if we didn't, because we give them a lot of money.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's response was equally shrill and firm. He said that there is a snowball's chance in hell that Canada will merge with the United States. Trump has also ruffled European feathers with a separate territorial proposal to buy Greenland, an island abutting the emerging Arctic geopolitical battleground that the former real estate developer sees as important to US security. He refused to rule out using military force to seize Greenland. Trump's eldest son, Donald Trump Jr., arrived on the island shortly before his father's remarks for what was described as a personal visit with no official meetings scheduled. Denmark, which Greenland is an autonomous territory of, is a US ally and a fellow member of NATO. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen told broadcaster TV2 she didn't have the fantasy Trump's plans for Greenland would ever get off the ground. Bureau Report, DD India.
All right, and for more on this, we are joined by Shubhendu Ghosh. Well, Shubhendu, the latest statement by Donald Trump and his intent speaks a lot about his plans ahead of the 20th Jan ceremony. First, tell us the strategic importance of Greenland for USA.
That's right, Libakshi. This is as provocative as it gets when it comes to Donald Trump. Talking about Greenland, let's look at the technicalities first. First, it's the biggest island, largest island in the world, with a population of some 60,000 people. Very rich in minerals, particularly lithium, which is very significant for the age of semiconductors that we are going through at the moment. So in that sense, hugely significant for any country to in fact be able to access the resources. But Greenland is an autonomous region of the Kingdom of Denmark. They've had a colonial relationship. Even while Donald Trump is talking about purchasing Greenland from Denmark, there is a freedom movement. It is an autonomous zone at the moment, but the Prime Minister of Greenland, Mute Egde, in fact, is leading the freedom movement. He wants Greenland to be an independent country. And in clear voice from that region, it has been said that Greenland is not for sale in the context of what Donald Trump is proposing. But America does have a major military base in Greenland. Technically, the capital Nuuk of Greenland is closer to New York than Copenhagen, which is the capital of Denmark. So in that sense, there are these geographical curious points. However, it is a question of sovereignty. And Greenland, Denmark have both said that the region is not for sale, but Donald Trump has ruffled feathers of international diplomacy with his statements.
Right. Shubhendu, also Trump has also revealed that his presidential agenda involves even military action to secure Panama Canal, and he also wishes to rename the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America.
That's right, Lipakshi. If you look at this territorial ambition that Donald Trump has put forth, there is Canada that he wants to make America's 51st states. There's Greenland that he wants to purchase, and he wants to take control of Panama Canal and also rename Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America. Now, talking about Panama Canal, it is a very significant strategic canal. It was built in the beginning of the 20th century by America, eventually in 1977, handed over to Panama under presidentship of President Carter. Now, there were certain guidelines, terms and conditions at which, according to which the handover had taken place. One was that there would be no discrimination against any country as far as the passage of vessels is concerned from this very critical canal straight in Panama. However, Donald Trump has accused the leadership of Panama of discriminating against American ships, and he says that it was America who built the canal and now it's the Chinese who are operating it and they're levying tax on America. So all in all, it's a loss for America, and they would like to take control of it. Again, going back to the 1977 agreement, there is a clause that if there is a case of discrimination, then a possible intervention could be made by America, but the intervention is to remove the discrimination, not to take over Panama Canal. So that a technical complication stays. However, of all the claims that Donald Trump is making at the moment, the one that appears most possible to achieve would be the renaming of the Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Shubhendu, for all those details.